Muy buena gente, pues nada, aquí estoy en la posada donde he venido a quitarme toda la mierda que tenía, ¿vale? Porque tenía 300 y pico de peso, lo he vendido todo, lo he guardado todo lo que me sobra en el baúl este donde se almacena y me he hecho pociones de ojos de gato y golondrina que había gastado. Así que nada, así que hoy vamos a hacer... Primero voy a hacer ya la del pulso, ya me la quito de en medio, que creo que ya se puede hacer, que los he encontrado aquí en la posada, estos dos. Y luego supongo que... quiero hacer la de cazando magia, que ya está Felipa en su casa y vamos a hablar con ella. Así que nada, vamos primero al pulso. Están por aquí, a ver, este es Jaskier. Ah, no, Zoltan.
Finally, a drink with someone.
Short on company?
What can Yarpin tell me? I prefer listening to.
Con esto, creo que ya... Esto ya lo he hablado con él. Así que fuera. A ver, ¿dónde están estos dos? Este es Yarpen, este es uno. Yarpen y Seldon, vale, perfecto.
How are you, Sheldon?
Better than at Brenna, though we've quite a rumble ahead of us. But I promise you this, we'll kick Henselt's arse and set...
Zoltan says your company are true arm wrestling masters.
Unbeatable, last I recall.
Is that so? Care to check if that's still true?
Sounds good. Ready to take me on?
Venga, va, vamos,
Give it a
empecemos.
first shot.
No pig can jump higher than its snout, so let them fight for their freedom and ours.
Uno menos.
You one strong son of a bitch.
Thanks.
You should take on Scalen. He beat me and Yarpin, and now beats his chest over it. The old company be in your debt if you thrashed on.
Jealous bunch, aren't you?
Derrota a los compañeros de Zoltan en un pulso. Vale, pero me falta uno, ¿no? Me falta el Yarpen.
Who's this, my failing eyes spy? Geralt of Rivia visiting old Yarpen Zegrin.
Getting anywhere with the new recruits?
Like whores in a brothel, they're ploughing away at full speed. Sarski's army's full of men better at holding their pricks than a weapon. But Zoltan and I are helping them. Most importantly, they don't lack spirit.
They won't defeat Henselt's regulars with zeal alone.
We'll show you what an army facing either victory or death is capable of. For we've no other choice.
I've been trying to figure out what Philippa Eilhart's doing in all this mess.
Same thing as always. Conspiring until she gets her puke.
I know you hate sorceresses, but try to put your animosity aside.
We hate them. That's a fact. But why do you think that is? It's not because our hearts are full of dung, Geralt.
You exaggerate.
Maybe not all of them. But Eilhart's the worst. Need I remind you how she peddled her arse to Dijkstra just to learn the plans of the Redanian? Everyone in Vergen knows she's not into cock. I tell you,
Qué bestia, tío, por favor.
that caused the ruckus and
No le van los rabos.
Think she's any different here? I'm crap at talking, Geralt, but you do all right. So I'd appreciate, as soon as Saskia is better, slip a word in it.
Were you in Rivia when I got caught on that pitchfork?
Was I? Fuck, Wolf, I saw you. I didn't see the little bastard who took you for a haystack. But I swear it looked like you weren't going to make it. So I'm well glad you managed to lick your wound.
I don't know if it taught me anything.
Come on, it had to. Not many have...
You haven't noticed that I'm pissing up wind again, fighting for a cause that isn't mine.
No, I haven't. A free upper Aedern is in the interests of any...
Did you fight at Brenna?
Oh, fuck. I knows you've got a... it was a beautiful day. On one side, 46,000 black ones. On the other, us, the Nordling, and us on the right. The Mahakam Volunteer Army. All dwarves. Even the likes of Cohor must have shit his...
He hardly lacked courage as I heard it.
All right, brave bastard, that's true. Prefer to die than run like a rat. I don't believe I've ever seen a bigger melee. Except maybe 3 years ago here at Vergen. Would have managed that day too, even without the magic.
Some say not one of the Dunbanners survived. Any truth to that?
Biggerhorn nabbed the survivors as they fled.
Vale, tío, muy bien. Pero vamos a echar el pulso de una puta vez.
Zoltan claims you can arm wrestle like no one else.
He's right. Did he tell you I beat him?
Omitted that bit somehow.
Old fart.
Want to wrestle me?
I'm ready for your challenge always. So?
Show me what you got.
That Witcher, who's he?
He travels the lands, killing monsters for coin.
Why's he got those glistening eyes?
Sorcerers mutated him when he was young.
Hostia, este es chungo, ¿eh? Mierda, 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 que se me ha ido. ¡Oh! Joder, tío, qué difícil es controlar esto, macho. ¡Ah! Pierdo al final, ya verás. ¡Ah! ¡Mierda, joder!
Old Yarpen's still going strong.
Cago en la madre que lo parió.
Got to hand it to the hag.
¿Cuál me falta, tío?
A calm day, but tomorrow.
El Yarpen, ¿no? Claro, me acuerdo ya. Hostia, no sé a quién he ganado, tío. El Yarpen creo que es.
How are you, Sheldon?
Better than at Brenna, but up.
No, este no, tío. ¿Dónde está el Yarpen? Joder. Vamos a ver, Yarpen.
I'm ready for your challenge always.
Show me what you got.
He's one who can change the fate of kingdoms.
Very true. Sets my teeth on edge.
Vale, ahora perfecto, tío.
Listen, Scale and Burton beat all our old company, and it gets bragging about it right and left. Someone needs to knock him down a peg.
I'll see what I can do.
Vale, rivales 2 de 3. Derrota a Scalen Burdon en un pulso. Y este me ha salido aquí un montón de preguntas, tío. Oh, joder, me cago en la hostia.
Had you met him before?
How are you, Sheldon?
Better than at but up.
Vale. Pues vamos a buscar al siguiente.
Maybe thinks he's made a mistake.
¿Me sale ahí también? No. ¿Está fuera? ¿Dónde está, tío? ¿Y este quién es, tío? Albrecht Felispa.
Another one. You let one human in and in no time you've
¿No me
got
habla el cabrón?
Ants they are.
Vale, pues nada.
women need only sit astride a man's pants for their bellies to puff up.
Stop stroking him and wrap him up!
Thought we had a basilisk in the
Bueno, pues debe estar fuera, tío, porque es que me marca aquí ahora mismo.
This place stinks of cheese and milk patties.
Peasants now refuse to shovel manure. They dream of fighting.
Derrota a Scalen Burdon. ¿Dónde está Scalen
calm day,
Burdon?
but tomorrow, who knows?
¿Es uno de estos o qué?
They want freedom, equality.
No pig can jump higher than its snout, so let them fight for their freedom and ours.
Ah, Scalen Burdon es el que está aquí durmiendo, tío.
Is Cecil your guardian?
Aye. Ever since my parents passed on. They took me in
How did your parents die?
during one of the
Ah, no me
massacres.
importa cómo murieron tus padres, tío.
The mine's safe again. Any plans to do something with it?
Of course. Soon as the battle,
No
Zoltan
me importa nada lo que me vayas a contar.
What'll you do when the battle rolls around?
I'll be right out front fighting.
No fears?
Of what?
Cecil se sentirá orgulloso. En la guerra puede pasar cualquier cosa. Ten mucho cuidado.
Battles are unpredictable, and this'll be your first. You'll have to kill, wade through.
To tell the truth, when there's no.
I won't say.
Vale, sí. Venga, vamos a luchar, va.
Hey, Scalen, wanna arm wrestle?
I really like to wrestle, but
¿Pero qué?
Show me what you're made of.
all right. Want to take me on?
Show me what you're made of.
That Witcher, who's he?
He travels the lands.
A ver, este es el chungo, ¿no? Joder, joder, sí que chungo. Sí, 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 sí.
Sorcerers mutated him when he was young.
¡Oh!
This world has to be.
¡Joder! ¡Hostia puta, tío!
Greetings.
Got me a good strong.
That's how it is these days.
No te vayas.
Morning.
Descended from their towers and installed themselves at court.
Hey, Scalen,
I really.
show me what.
All right.
Show me what you're made of.
But a mage at war? Even worse, a sorceress. They're useful. Did I mention sorcerers?
Joder, tío, se me va, se me va, se me va.
They can do more than chatter. They're brave and effective.
Vale, aguanta ahí, aguanta ahí, aguanta ahí.
They used to pound the table with their fists.
¡No!
Perhaps that's why she's dead.
¡Oh, joder, cómo cuesta este, tío!
I believe I'd split a rock with my dick sooner than I'd.
I guess that makes me the new champion of Vergen.
No shame in losing to the white. Though there's one who could still be a match for you.
Who?
The mighty Numa. I wrestled him in Kovir. They say he don't play fair. But that's just losers talking. You ever wrestle him?
I will.
You know, I look at that Witcher and see something unusual about him. He's one who can change.
Misión cumplida. Vale, pues ya está. Perfecto, tío.
Very true. Sets my teeth on edge.
Vamos a ver si está hecha ya. Sí, ¿no? A ver. Pulso. Vale, perfecto. Pues ya está. Vamos a ir a la de cazando magia. Habla con Filipa en su casa. A ver, Saskia se estaba muriendo después de haber sido envenenada durante la reunión del consejo y casi todos los que apoyaban su causa rezaban ahora por su salud. Pero entre sus aliados había quienes no creían en los dioses, o al menos en la intervención divina. Eilar, el tipo de mujer que se remangaba y empezaba a lanzar hechizos cuando las cosas se ponían feas, se ajustaba a esa descripción. Así que cuando Geralt se enteró de que uno de los ingredientes de la cura para la asesina de dragones era un artefacto mágico, pensó que Filipa sería la asesora ideal. Por tanto, decidió tener una charla con ella en su casa. Pues vamos a hablar con Filipa. ¿Será cabrón? ¿Todas las narices me ha cerrado la puerta? No, no, si yo quería hablar con este que está aquí sentado. Vale. No me dice nada. A ver, que yo me entere del mapa, tío. ¿Dónde está Filipa? Vale, Filipa está allá arriba del todo. Así que creo que... Creo que era por aquí. Creo que sí.
One freak bigger than the next.
Sí, aquí era. A ver, Filipa, voy a guardar.
You wanted to discuss something?
Joder. Venga, vamos a empezar, va.
How is it that King Radovid's court sorceress and advisor is supporting rebellion in Edirne?
This has grown into more than a simple rebellion, Witcher. Prince Stennis' arrival here confirmed Saskia.
Saskia isn't fighting for Edirne, but for the Pontar Valley. Even Prince Stennis considers you rebels. Why are you here, sorceress of Tretogor?
It is my duty. If Henselt occupies the Pontar Valley, Redania and Temeria will respond strongly. The North will disintegrate, a dark scenario that is nevertheless avoidable, provided Saskia...
Even if she thwarts Henselt, there'll be no independence without agreement from Redania.
Temeria's expansionist plans melted away with Foltest's death. Redania's ruler is unpredictable, but even he'll have to risk. I'm here to make this...
Is what they say true? Did Saskia...
Prince Stennis decorated her for it at the court in Vengerberg. If you want to know the details, talk to Biggerhorn.
Your friend Sheila is conniving with Henselt.
I know this, Witcher, but it's no cause for concern. Sheila is there to ensure Henselt doesn't fall prey to the same people who killed Foltest. We don't want him as...
Have you heard about a Witcher's school? Apparently the Vipers there.
No, why do you ask?
The Kingslayer wears a medallion adorned.
Pretentious and childish for my taste.
A sorceress like you ought to know bundles about the Wild Hunt.
A sorceress's knowledge has nothing to do with...
The hunt's not a superstition.
True, the phenomenon.
I want to know everything there is to know about.
It's strictly atmospheric. It doesn't interest me. Just as whirlwinds, whirlpools, and snow.
There's proof that the Wild Hunt is a vast accumulation of the power. Something that would...
To the mere mortal, anything that is not immediately comprehensible is suspect. The product of a conspiracy. And where there's a conspiracy, well, it's obvious mages must...
I'm a mortal, though probably not a mere one. I found the notes of a man...
Paranormal phenomena interests Cynthia, my...
Vale, a ver. La siempre viva la tengo. La cinta de Tris la tengo. Y dijiste que debería buscar un artefacto mágico.
At the council, you mentioned artifacts were needed to undo the curse.
But I can't look for them now.
I can do that.
Why?
I have my reasons. Tell me something. What happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt attacked Edirne, but met his... Nobody won that war. Sabrina Glephesig got into a conflict with the commander-in-chief of the Kedweni forces, and this led to both armies being routed. Fireballs turned the battlefield into a flaming tomb. Henselt accused Sabrina of...
And Sabrina cursed Henselt.
I think so. I suspect the curse got out of hand because of the circumstances.
Circumstances? The stars weren't right?
She placed the curse while burning at the stake. Her hands and feet nailed to a wagon wheel. I'd say she did a good job, considering.
Know anything about blood curses?
Do you?
We're dealing with a 4th-level curse, also known as the Curse of the Archmistress.
Well, well, I'm impressed.
Thing is, until now I thought it was only a myth, that such a curse couldn't be kept.
You thought wrong. There are 6 confirmed cases of this curse being inflicted.
What about confirmed cases of it being lifted?
1. Achieved by a team of sorcerers led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear. Hence the curse.
Small world.
That's not all. The curse investigated by Francesca and Sabrina was designed to end. They were cursed by Scarlet Rodalega, a complete madman, but very talented.
So Sabrina's curse is just a knockoff Rodalega.
Exactly.
Joder.
Can Francesca's experience help us?
Certainly. I know the symbols and the workings of the curse thanks to...
Care to explain? I'm the one risking my...
You'll have to relive the battle and change its course at the right moment. I don't...
I'll look for the... Did you notice? Not all the ghosts were aggressive.
Yes. Most just disappeared when they touched the...
I think the curse corrupts the ghosts of the fallen and turns them into Draug...
Is that the Witcher's professional name for wraiths?
Draugrs are demons of war. They arise at sites of exceptionally vicious, bloody battles. Their bloodlust...
Can you kill them by conventional means?
A silver sword is enough for a Draugr, but as long as the curse remains active, new ones will arise. The soldiers' ghosts are the key, if I can...
For that you'll need symbols of war belonging to those who fell in battle. Hatred, death, courage, and faith. All artifacts must be magically active and connected to the fallen, or they won't lure the ghost.
Right. I'll look around.
Finding two will be enough. Get the symbols of hatred and death and leave the rest to me.
I'd prefer courage and faith.
Don't fuss.
I'll see what I can do. Cecil seems to know a lot about the area. I'm good for now. I'll let you know when I learn something.
Joder, qué interesante, ¿no? Habla con Filipa en su... A ver... ¿Estos son nuevas misiones o qué? Sí, tío, el símbolo de la muerte, el símbolo del odio... ¡Madre mía, tío! Dos más, venga, vamos. O ya tenía estas. Es que ni me acuerdo, tío. Pero a ver, si yo estoy en esta... Habla con Filipa en su casa. Vale, vale, he hablado de todo menos de lo que tenía que hablar. Perfecto. Espera, me ha dicho antes que vaya a ver a esta también, que me tenía que contar alguna cosita. A su compañera, que no está. Y no sé por qué no está. Pero bueno, tío, se me está yendo el tiempo. Llevo ya 20 minutos y no he hecho nada. Así que creo que voy a dejar este vídeo aquí. Porque si empiezo ahora con la cazando magia, no sé si me va a dar tiempo, me va a durar mucho. Venga, va, da igual. Vamos a hacerlo y que dure lo que tenga que durar, va.
You wanted to discuss something?
You said we'd need a magical object to cure Saskia. Any ideas where
Magical items do not grow on trees, as you know. Luckily, this area has a long history. There's the Battle of Wraiths, the site of Sabrina Glevisig's death and suffering, the abandoned mines.
I was hoping you'd be specific.
I won't ask you to traipse around with a divining rod, but please try to be a little inventive. Ask the locals, that's always a good place to start. I dare say Alderman Burden knows every last stone in the area. Maybe you should see him.
Joder. Habla con los ciudadanos sobre lugares mágicos y encima tengo 3, tío. Pues esto se va a hacer muy largo, tío. Pero mucho, ¿eh? Esta misión va a ser larga de cojones. Así que creo que sí, que la voy a dejar aquí. Y luego ya en el siguiente vídeo me dedico a esta completamente. Porque mientras consigo el artefacto y pregunto a toda esta gente, se me va a ir la hora directamente. Así que nada, lo dejamos aquí y nos vemos en el siguiente.